Hello my minions, it's your overlord, Lords of the Gun here, and welcome back to our Let's Play. And today we're playing more NBA2K14. Last time we left off, I wasn't doing well in the Lakers. As you can tell, I'm not playing with them no more. So I decided to be traded. So I got traded to the team I actually got to finally, the team I wanted to play with is the Houston Rockets. For those that know and didn't watch my face reveal, I'm from Houston, Texas, so I'm a Rocket fan. So yeah, go Rockets, Red Nation! So yeah, and after my first game with them, I won, and then went to a rivalry game with the Spurs, and we lost. Well, not a total blowout. We lost like 108 to 97. That's not bad. We almost came back and won. That was an overtime, though. Anyway, so yeah, we're about to play the Memphis Grizzlies. So yeah, and y'all, you know what to do. If y'all do enjoy the video, please do drop a like. It's over 9,000 likes. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new interested. I do videos daily. I do from Monday to Saturdays and sometimes Sundays. Yeah, and it's also you can tweet me on questions on how I play the about anything. It can be about me, it can be about the games I play, like, you know, what strategies or tips, or how I played the game, you know, basically, you know, helpful, you know, tips and tricks, basically. Yeah, and don't forget to hashtag LD in your tweet, and also don't forget to follow me. Like I said, don't forget to follow me, because that's just one way to stay up to date every time I upload a new video to my channel.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. It's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And as we take a look here at Marc Gasol, guys, what do you think?
Well, you figure a guy with the size of Gasol is just being sent out there to be physical. And he will be physical, make no mistake about it, but he's a skilled player as well. He's got court vision, patience, he plays a passer, he can score, he'll find cutting teammates. He's a beautiful player to watch offensively.
As beautiful a player as he is to watch with that finesse and those skills, he does still throw his weight around, and at the size he is, that just saps the energy away from anybody that is foolish enough to get in his way. I mean, he is a big man.
You look at Memphis, these are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
Well, Kevin, if they win...
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Harden's shot is good.
You know, defensively, do not forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
I wonder, any Houston Rocket fans out there? Tweet me on Twitter or comment down below in the comment section.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game, Clark. They can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
Houston in the lead. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, but that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into into that building and just got blown out by a
Oh,
very
from
defend
downtown!
those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and bumping, things only got worse. Well, you know, for Dwight Howard, guys, I think it had to be a really tough decision to leave the Lakers. But ultimately, he decided he just didn't like the fit that was carved out for him there. A disappointing performance for the team last season. There seemed to be a lot of infighting, drama, and dysfunction. He just decided he was ready for a new start.
The Grizzlies trail by 5.
They're pass to them so they can make a bucket.
Now guarded by Parsons. Conley kicks to Lee. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Gasol off the left rim and out. And for Howard last season with the Lakers, it was surprising how Kobe and even Mike D'Antoni publicly questioned Dwight when he set out some games with injury.
Oh, what? Beard to beard.
not in public anyway, and that may have been kind of the straw that broke the camel's back as far as Dwight's decision to move on from LA.
Now here's Conley, guarded close, feeds to Pondexter. Lee outside. He kicks it to Pondexter. 6 to shoot. They need this. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, the Rockets did a lot to make over their backcourt last season as they brought in 2 big names in Jeremy Lin and James Harden. And that's not always an easy adjustment. Took a little time for both of those guys to figure out how to coexist in the pick and roll offense.
And the first one's off. And Clark, as you said, it took some time for this Houston backcourt to learn how to play with each other, but that is the case for any duo. Eventually, Steve, they found a happier medium, and that initiated some great offense between them.
Well, they were much more effective down the stretch last season, Kevin, and I thought it really showed in the way Lin and Harden kind of played off of each other. So, you know, a lot of teams, they seem to want to have that second option for bringing the ball up or for attacking, and it is very effective to have a couple of guys who can each attack and create.
Harden the pass to Asha. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Rockets lead by 9.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Goofus defended by Asha. Lee gets the bucket.
Oh, almost got Golden in there for a second.
Into that position inside.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Utah Jazz.
I'll tell you what jumped off the page to me, guys, the firepower off the bench. And that's what really, I think, led them to that victory.
Well, it was that energy boost factor, we call it. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game. But it was there for them that
Look at my
night.
character. He's so tiny next to Ashik.
For the Rockets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
He's off on the first.
Well, you know, guys, the Houston fans could be forgiven for not having heard of Umir Ashik. When the Rockets signed him as their starting center a season ago, he was a second-round pick out of Turkey in 08, a backup in Chicago, but he's quickly shown himself to be a key piece of this promising young core.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And he's good on the second.
And he's becoming a fan favorite here in
give
Houston.
the Rockets credit for going after Ashik, a player who never averaged more than 15 minutes a game with Chicago, a restricted free agent with the Bulls, and became a very important part for the Rockets.
Well, they clearly saw something special with Ashik. He's a great rebounder and defender, uses his body, understands angles, and plays that verticality really well as a defensive center.
You know, guys, the Grizzlies a bit of a throwback team, and I like their moniker of grit and grind. It really was their identity of toughness and physicality, and I thought that's how they played, and as a result, they had a terrific season.
And that one misses. But Clark, you mentioned the Grizzlies' old-fashioned style of play. There may be some changes in the offing. The new ownership group has made it a focal point to use, Steve, more advanced stats to inform their decision-making analytics.
Well, and what will be interesting, Kevin, is that in most advanced stats,
Get in there, yes.
You need three-point shooting. This was a very poor three-point shooting club a season ago, and so I would expect them to start going more in that direction.
What's gonna do?
You can't get away from your identity, which is the low post game of Gasol and Randolph.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of
Thinking
the
I
Spurs
made too
in
much
the hunt for the Southwest
content on that
Division
one.
title
I
last
was trying to
season,
get the
but
ball,
they played
but
well against the division, going 10-6, but just
oh
came
well.
up a little short for the title.
At least I scored a few points, so yeah. I have 1 foul. Let's try to get any more.
It's such a tough division, the Southwest, as you were talking about, Clark. Memphis has yet to win a division title, as they often get beat out by one of the Texas teams, but they always are in the hunt.
And I don't think it'll be too long, Kevin, before they hoist up that first banner for winning the Southwest Division. I mean, the way this organization has put together this roster, they've made some shrewd moves to keep their flexibility. And you look at the Texas teams, particularly San Antonio and Dallas, starting to age. It's probably just a matter of time for the Grizzlies.
Here's Flores. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Oh, come on, that's goaltending.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Passes to Franklin. The dish to Udrich. Pass to Johnson. Kicks to Kufitz. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. He dishes it to Daniels. And there's the pass to Forbes. Nice Steve from Kufitz.
Oh, come on.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Franklin kicks to Davis. Here's Udrich. Stolen away. Heaves it up. No good.
Oh man, that was awesome he made it.
Rockets lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
He's gonna bring my buckets.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration. The Atlanta Hawks take on Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics. More NBA next Tuesday.
And now the second quarter just getting set to... Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Flores. And it's Howard.
Woohoo!
Well, he won
Superman
that
going up.
in general. They're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
Parsons playing at power forward with Dwight Howard in the middle. He's out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Harden in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Out to Lee. 18 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect fit with head coach Kevin McHale. So often, head coaches are former point guards, but in McHale, a Hall of Fame power forward. Howard has a coach he can quite literally see eye to eye with. And McHale is one of the all-time great post-up scorers. And for Dwight Howard, he said that was the biggest reason for his decision to come to Houston, saying, quote, "I felt he could really help me develop in the post." Guys, back to you.
Don't see many great back-to-the-basket big men these days, Doris. He's one of the best, certainly. Beverly dishes to Harden. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Randolph against Howard. Conley kicks to Lee. On the wing, Lee with another miss.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Passes it to Flores. The feed to Parsons.
Okay, and then shot.
He tries for three. No good from Flores.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Conley off the pick from Randolph to stop the drought, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Mike Conley, the number 4 pick back in 2007 out of the Ohio State University. He wasn't an instant star in the NBA, but boy, has he continued to improve year in and year out.
First free throw is good. And Conley has played his entire career with the Memphis Grizzlies, improving alongside the team.
I feel like he's going to be an all-star before too long. He's the franchise's all-time leader in assists, but I think the stability and the faith that the organization has placed in him has helped him mature and helped him develop into where he is right now, which I think is one of the best point guards in the game.
I would agree. And Conley drops them both.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And Parsons kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. He rifled that one in from distance. 8 points for the Beast. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Right side, Conley. He passes to Kufis. Conley with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Utah. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Memphis. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets ahead. They're up by 7. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Boxing Day, and we've got some bargains for you right here on the Halftime Report. Out in Houston, the Rockets with the lead against Memphis. They find themselves sitting in 4th place in the conference. They're really going hard at it on the boards, offensively chasing down every miss they can. Dwight Howard's simply been taking over against Memphis's D. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And on the other hand, the Grizzlies are still alive. Defensive pressure so far paying off. They're forcing miscues, ripping and running. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the third quarter about to get going. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions.
Outside Conley. Right side Conley. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Conley's got his second basket of the night. Rockets leading by 7. So on the floor for Memphis. Lee out there with Conley. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Kufis. And it's Davis.
Oh my God! Seriously, look at a lane wide open for me.
To be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. And it's Conley penetrating. Kufis the pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Pondexter. Shot, high post, and it's Memphis with another. Rockets have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Dishes at DeLynn. Pass to Flores. Feeds it to Howard. Howard draws the double. The beast for the 3. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one.
The Rockets really were just an efficient team last season. They scored from deep. They took it inside. They got smart shots and never threw anything up that didn't have a chance to go in. Very efficient at the offensive end, and it helps when you have a shooting guard that can get his own shot or serve up other people too.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Conley. Another shot. No good. And it's Houston the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
I'd be anxious to see what ends up happening with that Pelicans game. Should be a good one.
Well, and Clark, and this goes back to what you're talking about with the Rockets. They just knew who they were as a team. They knew each other's strengths. Steve, they knew each other's weaknesses, and they had no problems working to set each other up.
Well, you look at the roster, Kevin, and it doesn't jump out at you in terms of loaded with players who can drop 20-something points on you, but it's a good group that can shoot the ball well, that moves the ball on, and I think creates a good offensive rhythm. Now you throw Dwight Howard into the mix, and it gets really interesting.
That's good from Conley.
You know, guys, you look at the roster of this Memphis team, and they have a lot to offer. Size and strength inside, playmakers on the perimeter, and improving an outstanding point guard in Mike Conley Jr. But you have to wonder, have they hit their ceiling?
And so he makes both from the line. Well, Clark had talked about the Grizzlies don't have a megastar that other teams do to lean on in crunch time. And Steve, you know, they traded the closest thing to that in Rudy Gay last season.
Well, closest thing is right, Kevin. Rudy Gay was not a superstar. He was very, very good, but if he was a true superstar, they would not have moved him. So I think they just felt like they couldn't afford Gay's contract. They wanted to move on and play through their big men, Gasol and Randolph. And I think in the end, probably a wise decision because the team performed very well without Gay anyway.
Gasol kicks to Conley. Rejected by Flores.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First in steal, 5th in scoring, and they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zach Randolph is checked in for Davis, and Franklin subbed in for Mike Conley. All free throws good from Flores. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Here's Franklin. He's covered by Daniels. Gasol. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Rockets leading by 13. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, dropped in 17 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. A trend sort of developing now. It's been a streak of less than stellar games. These are hard sometimes to break out of, and we'll be watching to see him try to do just that, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, Clark, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
And as a result, Kevin, I know we'll see him be more focused here. I mean, he does not like to lose or play poorly.
And sometimes in the NBA, that's what happens. You have a bad one, and it refocuses you. You know, an 82-game schedule wears you down. Sometimes you need a bad performance to kind of rekindle the fire.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Pass to Randolph. Backs him down. And Jones pulls it down.
You know, on paper, he's not that big, but if you're a coach, you love the versatility Terrence Jones can present defensively, because he's got that nice long wingspan that allows him to play bigger than he's listed.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
No good from Franklin.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Calathes guarded by Harden. Calathes passes to Franklin. Calathes. Randolph a screen. Clock at 6. No good from Calathes. And for Terrence Jones, there were questions in Kentucky about his inconsistent motor. But his rookie season, I think, was pretty encouraging.
He showed some signs, Kevin. Solid rebound rate, skill level at that power forward position, the ability to face up and drive. He can shoot it a little bit from the outside. Very intriguing young player. Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Rockets leading by 11. Back to Howard. And he slams it one-handed.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Memphis making a change here. Lee's checked in. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Backing down is Howard. Back to Harden. Houston moving it around. Parsons attacking. And the pass to Flores. Hands it from downtown. The Beasts got 10 points in the quarter.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
They have found their groove from deep, Steve.
Back to Gasol. Drains it from 17 feet out. Gasol's got 8 points. Rockets leading by 14. Outside, Lynn. Here's Harden on the wing. Off target from outside.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Conley. The shot is off. Nice D from Flores.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A good look from Harden. Cans the shot from the wing. Harden's got 16.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's the Beast. It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 13. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Houston?
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, Parsons playing at power forward with Dwight Howard in the middle. Beast out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Harden in at the small forward. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Lin. It's rebounded by Pondexter. Pondexter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley off the pick from Goofus. And it's Conley penetrating. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. He kicks to Howard. And here is Pondexter. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
You know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston.
Be careful.
Here's the dish to Conley. Kicks to Pondexter. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lee outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low. Mike Conley, starting point guard in Memphis pretty much his whole career. I'm sure he would agree that last season was probably his best yet.
And for Conley last season, an uptick in three-pointer and free throws attempted. Very interesting combination of numbers there.
Well, and for a perimeter player, a lot of times that can be the key to offensive efficiency, because when you can shoot from the three-point line, it makes you even quicker than you already are. Defenses have to attack and chase you off that line, and now you can get into the paint and make other plays happen.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Kosta Koufos. And Conley drops them both.
You know, even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
Jones drives in. Gasol with the block. Outside Conley. Outside for Gasol. Lee outside. He dishes it to Conley. Conley off the pick from Randolph. Pondexter. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
It's Harden with the drive. And there's the feed to Howard. Good D by Gasol.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Lee dishes to Conley. Back to Lee. Passes it to Randall. Cannot hit. Excellent D that time from Jones. Houston leading by 8. Parsons outside. He feeds it to Harden. Pass the Fords. Trying his luck deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Randolph's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Outside Conley. And that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Darn it! I was being careful, but I messed up again. And I was really careful. If I get 2 more fouls, I'm out.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Conley defended by Flores. 5 on the clock. And it's Conley penetrating. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Rockets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Randolph. Shot to end this whole run, and the layup is up and in. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Outside Conley. Takes it from 10, and another basket for Memphis.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Houston leading by 6. Parsons outside. The pass to Flores. Dishes to Harden. Here's the beast, covered by Lee. Parsons attacking, gives him the lead pass, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him. He can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
Back to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Feeds to Gasol. Shot is off. Good D by Harden.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Here's Flores. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Beast's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Randolph, a screen on Harden. Conley with it, now guarded by Flores. Here's Pondexter, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Rockets leading by 6. Here's the beast. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Flores. Lays it up and banks it in. The Beast's got 5 points now this quarter. Memphis has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Conley kicks to Randolph. Randolph gets the screen from Conley. Randolph with the ball. Jones covering. Outside Conley. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's what Memphis has lined up on their schedule. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, you know the fans out in Phoenix really hoping for a win in that one.
Now, here is Harden. He passes to Flores. Stolen by Randolph.
All right.
Now here is Conley, defended by Flores. Pondexter, the pass to Randolph. Conley inside the line. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Guys, it didn't take long for Harden to show that he could carry a team. The first game of last season, he made a statement in his first game as a Rocket, putting up a monster stat line.
And Harden and Clark, you just talked about this, wasting no time last season announcing his arrival as a franchise player. Opening night,
Two
37
turnovers.
points.
Two turnovers I did.
45
And you start
points in
doing
the
that. I have
second
3
game of the
fouls, 2
season.
turnovers. That's just
Steve,
bad.
what start he had in
I only one
Houston.
assist.
And
I
how
need
about
to
the
try
stretch,
passing
Kevin,
the
in
ball to
middle
my
of the year
teammates,
where
but
he
they
scored
won't
25 or more
take the
points
shot
in
or go for the
15
bucket. They
straight
keep passing
games.
to me.
That was an all-time Rockets record. So Harden getting his opportunity to be a star, he's making the most of it.
Harden hits them both.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Second shot opportunity, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So far in the game for Randolph, he's got 8 points and 2 rejections. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
Yeah, really controlling the action down in the paint. It's been his game so far.
And you can be careful. I have 4 fouls. Like I said, if I get 2 more fouls, any more fouls, I'm out. And you can be real more careful.
Randolph. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year, and you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Jones, he's covered by Randolph. Parsons sets a screen for Jones. Harden. Shot clock at 6. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Well, in many ways, the Grizzlies aren't like most teams out west.
Here
They don't
to
try to
be.
overpower you with offense, and they don't have a superstar to lean on for big baskets at the end, but they still know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference.
And the free throw, no good. And when they did last year, Memphis would go 56 and 26 overall. And Steve, with 34 of those wins, courtesy of other teams in the Western Conference.
Well, they didn't seem to play like a lot of the other teams in the West, but it didn't matter. I mean, defense, toughness, rebounding, they were who they were. They established their identity, and that's one of the reasons they became such a tough team in that conference. I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Rockets leading by 7. Here's the beast. Now Howard. This is it, the 4th. Lets it go from 14. No good. In and out, off the rim.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
That shot wide open. And now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, I mean, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Harden against Lee. Backing down is Howard. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Rockets lead by 6.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Back to Conley. Takes the lead pass. That's good.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time. Well, you look at Zach Randolph, and he doesn't have the typical body of a dominant power forward. But regardless of what his body looks like, you can't deny how hard he works on his game and conditioning during the season and during the offseason. You know, he's a hard worker, and that's part of why Memphis has really embraced him. They love Zach Randolph and what he represents because they can relate to that grinded-out mentality he has.
Harden kicks to Howard. Back to Harden. Past the 4th. There's the triple. The Grizzlies pull it in. Well, Clark, you mentioned Randolph's condition. Last season, he changed his pregame routine, lifting weights before every game.
Said it gave him a little more bounce in his stride, and something was working. He led the league in offensive boards last season.
To tie it up. The Rockets pull it in. Jones has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Harden the pass to Howard. Here's the Beast. Down low. Here's Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Shot off the screen. And the rejection by Harden. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And it's a 7-point Houston lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. Defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
1:57 left in the fourth. Now here is Conley, defended by Flores. Here's Pondexter. No good. Nice D from Parsons. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Flores.
In there! Come on!
Pondexter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Conley. Conley left side. Lee outside. Takes a 3. The shot no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. At one point they led by 16. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Randolph. He kicks it to Harden. 6 to shoot. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 9.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Parsons on the wing. Now the pass to Flores. Here's Howard. And he can't bank that one in. Memphis has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we
Darn
have
it.
the replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Oh no. Oh, now I'm in foul trouble. I gotta be careful where I'm going. Okay, I'm just gonna pass the ball. I'm not gonna try to score or anything. Because if I do, we go back on defense. I'm afraid I might get another foul and get fouled out. We're gonna try to avoid that.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And he makes both free throws. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. So they foul intentionally. That's his 4th personal foul. 14 foul. .17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Oh, I get it. They're trying to make sure we don't get in. Wait a minute, they found me too chilly. Where's my free throws? Where's mine?
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Boy, he looked confident, didn't he? Stepping to the foul line and knocking down a couple.
Here's Kalafis. No good on the quick three. Here's the Beast. The dish to Daniels. So we see the Rockets get the win here.
Yay!
Came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Oh, they said I was the player of the game. Okay, so it was someone else, I guess. Who did better than I did.
Coach has just indicated that you're now the starter at your position. How does it feel to have cracked that starting rotation?
Well, it's great to be recognized like this, that's for sure. I have a lot of respect for Coach and what he does, and if he feels like I'm ready to start, then I'm going to do everything I can to prove him right. Can't wait for the next game.
Oh yeah, well, after I got traded to the Rockets, I was in the starting lineup for a little bit, just for a little bit, because Dwight Howard was out for a little while, and he saw me came back. So yeah, rivalry game gets the Oklahoma City Thunder. Interesting. Well, oh, hold on. Let's just give 2 minutes, less minutes. No, don't want to do that. No. Rotation starter. Yay! Well, I was gonna say, oh yeah, if you all did enjoy the video so far and an awesome win, then click the like button and get this over. Let's get get this video over 9,000 likes. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new and interested, and to stay up to date. Stay up to date every time I upload a new video to my channel. And as always, you can also follow me on Twitter, where you can ask me questions. It can be anything, or just say hello. You know, don't matter. Well, I'd like to hear from y'all. I really do. What you have to say about my channel. And yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, don't forget to share, and as always, minions, hope you have a great summer. Until next time, transform and rise. Peace out, everybody.